Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today is going to be our first video. We're doing a deck tech on a deck I've been playing in Riftbound, a Jinx deck that is focused to go bigger instead of like I guess traditional Jinx is more lower the ground, more aggressive. But the deck I've been playing and the one I've won Nexus Night with is a Fury Chaos Reanimator or the Harrowing style. So let's go ahead and look at the deck fully here. So our legend is Jinx. Jinx has the ability that says, at the start of your turn, if you have one or fewer cards, you draw an additional card. So I really want to utilize that with this deck too. I did that by playing a total of 6 seals, so 3 Fury and 3 Rage and 3 Discord. This allows us to empty our hand quickly and also help pay for the cost of our Harrowing. So the goal of the deck is to reanimate or cast the Harrowing on Volibear. We do that by discarding cards through things like Invert Timelines, which says each player discards their hand and then draws 4 cards. Obviously, the champion Jinx itself will discard 2 cards. By playing her, we can discard 2 cards here. We also have Traveling Merchant, which when it moves, it discards a card as well. We're playing Kempic Enforcer, which discards a card when you play it. We're also playing the Super Mega Death Rocket. This also lets you discard a card whenever you conquer. You put something to get it back. So it's also a solid way to discard. And the reason we're playing so many seals is this deck is very power hungry. The Harrowing itself costs 6 mana. It says put a unit from your trash, ignoring its energy cost, but you still have to pay its power cost. That means this will cost us 6 ruins plus 2 purple. We got to recycle them. And if we target Volibear, which is the goal of the deck, we have to recycle 2 Fury ruins as well. So it's a total of cycling 4 ruins to get this out, and the seals help with that. And the reason the Volley is the best thing to reanimate in these colors with the Harrowing. Kaisa can't really deal with this card because it has Deflect 2, so targeting it with removal is very hard for them. If they're trying to do like Kythian, they can't do the rain, Kythian rain on it. They choose it too many times, and it'll deflect basically all the resources. The only way they can kill this is through like something like Darius and Cleave, or with a bunch of creatures. But again, the goal of the deck is to play empty hand, play Volibear, and then protect it. We have backup plans of things like Raza the Sunderer. Raza's 10 mana. But she's reduced, or they are reduced by 1 less for each card in our trash. So usually it's even from 0 to like 3 mana for a 6 power unit. And that's our backup plan, is Raza, Hopeful, and just being a little more aggressive. But once we get Volibear into play by emptying our hand quickly and bringing it back with the Harrowing, our goal is to protect it. One of the best ways to protect it is just having the battlefield Reaver's Row. This says when you defend here, you may move a friendly unit here to base. So once you enter with the Volibear, and again, whenever this attacks, it does 5 damage, split among any number of target units here. So it's going to like kill everything that's small, then it itself is going to go in and fight. Then when you defend, you can just, instead of, when you defend a Volibear, you can just bring it back to base with the battlefield. On top of that, we also have, obviously we have more reanimation, so we can bring it back, but we also have Fight or Flight. This spell is a spell that is, so like when your opponent tries to either like move in with a creature and then Void Seeker it, or move in with a Darius, you can use Fight or Flight to retreat your Volibear to your base, and then on your turn you can then again go in and attack. Fight or Flight is also nice because you're able to hide it. And because we're playing so many seals, it's pretty easy to hide as well. Because we can use the seal instead of having Cycle Ruin to hide it. So opening hand, we're really looking for the seals. You want to get the seals early. That way, everything else is cost less to play. Stack deck is an excellent way to look through your deck quickly, to find seals early on, or to find a Timelines or a Volibear or the Harrowing, whatever it is you need to start going. It's important to know too, when you mulligan with this deck, keep in mind there's no shuffling in Riftbound yet. So if you bottom like, let's see opening hand is like 2 Harrowings. You bottom 2 Harrowings, you only have 1 left in your deck to find. So be careful with that. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you, but basically mulliganing and putting things on the bottom means you will not see them probably the whole game. I'm also playing Sun Disc. Sun Disc is a great gear that allows us to give Volibear haste, or in this case, it readies it. So it allows us to bring Volibear from the grave from the trash to play, give it ready, and then be able to do its thing right away. But again, everything else around the deck is geared toward rewarding you for cycling through your deck. There's a lot of decks out there that like will hold cards in hand for tricks and combat, and you can just like reset all of that with invert timelines. You can play your stuff early, and there are times as well when you invert timelines, you'll redraw with Scrap Heap. This is when it's discarded, or killed. You draw a card, or played, but usually we're just going to discard it. Flame Choppers also rewards you for discarding 2. When you discard, you can pay 1 red power to play for free. So this is our early game. This, along with Traveling Merchant and Noxious Hopeful, is our way to get on the ground early. And then mid late game, we will take over with Raza, Sunderer, and Volibear. So this deck has been pretty good for me in testing and playing it. Again, Kaisa has a hard time dealing with Volibear, so if you get out early, it's tough for them to deal with. The hardest deck I would say for us is Yi game 1, just because Volibear. I should say Dazzling Aurora. Dazzling Aurora. It doesn't have to be Yi. It doesn't have to be Yi. It can be anyone playing Dazzling Aurora. I used to play Mind Splitter main deck. That was a great way to get rid of their Aurora or their cards or their the cards that are important. But I found that it made this deck too slow against everything else. So what I've done is just made the sideboard better for Yi, or for Dazzling Aurora. Like for sideboard, we have Fading Memories, which is a great way to get rid of a big creature or get rid of the Aurora. It's a spell that says give a unit at a battlefield or a gear temporary, which means at the start of the control of beginning phase, before the scoring, they sack it. It dies. This is just a 4-mana removal spell for those big creatures. So you can see I'll bring in like Fading Memories, Mind Splitter, and Possession. Mind Splitter is also great to take away the Aurora or a big creature in their hand. Possession is a great way to steal one of those creatures. We can't play too many of these because this card cost triple Chaos power and 8 mana. So we have to be careful with how many of those we play. But these two are very good versus Yi. Because Yi's or Dazzling Aurora. Yi or Dazzling Aurora. Because they're trying to build their mana base, and you can just take the big card, and then when they play their one big thing, you can just memorize it and get rid of it. Void Seeker and Falling Star is just here for smaller decks. So if you're playing this like something that's a little more aggressive, Teemo maybe, or something more low to the ground, you can bring these in. But against those decks too, Volley should clean up very well. So yeah, this has been a really fun one to play. Not one I've seen others playing at the moment. It's also relatively cheap. The only expensive things are the seals and invert timelines at the moment. Let's go ahead and look at the full list. Up. There we go. So yeah, this is the full list. The only thing that's really expensive in this deck is going to be invert timelines and the seals. Everything else is relatively cheap. I think Volibear is like $7. Raza is like, I don't know, $1. Harrowing's also nothing. But yeah, I think this deck's awesome and a very fun deck to play, and it's powerful. It's doing powerful things. Yeah, if you give me your thoughts, ideas, and also if you have any ideas on what deck tech you want me to do, or what you want me to look at, leave them in the comments below, and I'll do a deck tech on that. I am going to share more of this deck. If you want to see more of this deck too, or gameplay of this deck, make sure to hit that follow button, because I'll be doing gameplay videos with this deck as well later in the future. Hopefully within I'll have a video out within a week or so. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.